Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. On 13th day of November 2024, I did a video on this particular channel and I'd expected that video to go viral. But that video did not perform well the way I had expected, and probably you also missed that video. In that video, I had talked about shocking alliance. Let me just read for you from my phone here the title of that video, because I want you guys to go back and watch the video. In that video, I had titled it Shocking Alliance. Is William Ruto teaming up with Maina Njenga to destroy Rigathi Gachagua? Just go back, watch that video before watching this, or you can watch this video, then go back to that video, because what happened today in Limuru can actually be linked to what I said in that particular video. Earlier today, Rigathi Gachagua was a target during a burial ceremony in Limuru. I've reviewed the clips from that chaotic scenes in Limuru. I've actually reviewed the clips. Some of them I cannot share here. But the truth of the matter is that from what I've observed, hired goons were planted in the Mourners, and they had a specific instruction to target Rigathi Gachagua, because after the chaos began, you could clearly see the youths following Rigathi Gachagua, because Rigathi Gachagua was shielded, and they were following him up to his vehicle, and then they started pelting his vehicle with stones and chairs. By the time Rigathi Gachagua left the scene, this was the state of his vehicle. And remember, Rigathi Gachagua's security were actually withdrawn. And in my view, and I want to be very honest, William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza government have actually played right into Rigathi Gachagua's game plan. Rigathi Gachagua laid some traps for them, and they have actually walked right into that trap. I want you guys to watch this clip very briefly, because in this video, I want us to figure out why I strongly believe that William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza government have actually played right into Rigathi Gachagua's game plan. Watch the clip. Now, let me ask you this question again. Assuming this incident had happened somewhere in Homa Bay, somewhere in Kisumu, or somewhere in Siaya, assuming it had happened in Luo Nyanza, assuming it had happened in Luo Nyanza, what do you think would be happening in the country today? The truth is, the Luos would be under attack. They'll be branded violent. They'll be branded all sorts of names. But it happened in Limuru, in Kiambu County. So in this video, I want us to do a critical analysis about that incident in Limuru. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to introduce you guys to LemFi. LemFi is a mobile money app for users in the UK, Canada, and the United States of America to send money back to Kenya. They offer the best exchange rates, and the money will be delivered instantly into your M-Pesa account, Airtel Money account, and of course, if you want, directly into your bank account. You can use the link in the comment section to download the app. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let me now dive in. Why do you think the government withdrew the security of Rigathi Gachagua? Why? Why? The security of Rigathi Gachagua was withdrawn to facilitate what happened today. Because you can't tell me that the intelligence of the Republic of Kenya, heckling is okay. You can heckle anybody, anywhere in the Republic of Kenya. Heckling is okay. Let's say the mourners there heckled Rigathi Gachagua, is okay. But what happened in Limuru was not heckling. What happened in Limuru was actually a well-organized attack on Rigathi Gachagua. So I strongly believe that Ruto has played into the hands of Rigathi Gachagua. But first of all, why would someone organize attack on Rigathi Gachagua, not in any other place, but during a burial? Why? Number one, in my view, I think the event in Embu, where William Ruto, Professor Kithiru Kindiki were rejected and Rigathi Gachagua was actually cheered, is something that did not go down well, especially with the political wing allied to William Ruto, especially in the mountain. So in a way, they had to find a way of revenging. So I think today was that particular day. They actually revenged that attack. Number two, someone is also out to instill fear into Rigathi Gachagua's allies. Because remember, Rigathi Gachagua was the darling of the people wherever he goes in the mountain. He had actually created a kind of cult-like following. William Ruto and his allies were never allowed anywhere to speak in the mountain. Then Rigathi Gachagua and his allies are attacked in the manner they were attacked. Which means tomorrow, some of his allies who are cowards will not dare accompany Rigathi Gachagua to some of these events. So that is something which they wanted to do. And I also strongly believe that it is actually intimidation tactics. You withdraw the security, you attack him like that, his vehicles now exposed. You know, if someone, for example, someone who is opposed to Rigathi Gachagua would have taken advantage of that. I mean, it was going to be easy for them to actually harm or even eliminate Rigathi Gachagua. So probably someone is out to intimidate Rigathi Gachagua so that Rigathi Gachagua will no longer just attend each and every event in Mount Kenya. And of course, if you ask me, someone or William Ruto's allies from the mountain also wanted to prove that they have the power, and of course, apart from power, that they can also do bad things to counter Rigathi Gachagua. And of course, a division has now been created in the mountain. A united Mount Kenya, allow me to repeat, a united Mount Kenya is very dangerous for William Ruto. If there's one thing William Ruto will try to do is to divide Mount Kenya. He has tried dividing it into east and west. It's not working. Now he's going to divide it through this kind of wars, whereby the mountain will keep on fighting. Watakuwa na fight to. And of course, someone is also trying to stop Rigathi Gachagua from relaying or from communicating or passing his messages to Kenyans. Because I'm sure if Rigathi Gachagua had been given a microphone, probably he would have spoke. And the thing is, if you disrupt it before speaking, it means he will leave the venue without speaking. So for me, those are some of the reasons why someone would organize what we witnessed in Limuru today. But why do I strongly believe that these guys actually played right into the hands of Rigathi Gachagua? Because that's the most important thing in this analysis. Again, before we do that, allow me to also take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee they sent to me earlier today. It goes a long way in supporting this channel. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. A cup of coffee only goes for 200 shillings, but you can do more. Ladies and gentlemen, also allow me to remind you that I lost one of my cousins here in Kisumu, and Josh Ndege, who was a director of education in Seme. The burial will be on Saturday. We'll be removing the body tomorrow in Aga Khan. So maybe tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday I'll be away, but I'll always try to do something. So ladies and gentlemen, let us focus now on the main issue. Why do I strongly believe that William Ruto and his team have actually played right into Rigathi Gachagua's game plan or trap? Number one is the sympathy card. Rigathi Gachagua is going to use this particular incident to play the victim card. And therefore, Rigathi Gachagua is going to win the sympathy of Mount Kenya. There's one thing about Kenyans. Kenyans love people who appear to be weak. Let me just use William Ruto as an example. The main reason why the mountain voted for William Ruto to the last man was because William Ruto appeared as someone who was being targeted, someone who was being isolated, someone who was being frustrated because William Ruto did not have a father. Remember, William Ruto had supported Uhuru Kenyatta. Then Uhuru Kenyatta changed and started supporting Raila Odinga. Uhuru Kenyatta's father was the founding president. Raila Odinga's father was the founding deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, or the vice president. So William Ruto managed to convince the people that whatever he was going through, it was because these people did not believe that a son of a nobody from Sugoi could rise. The reason why Rigathi Gachagua is very popular in the mountain today is because he was impeached. For those who followed Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment very closely, during that process, Rigathi Gachagua attended almost all the days. Rigathi Gachagua almost attended all the impeachment proceedings in Parliament, personally, and even at the Senate. And Rigathi Gachagua would go there, appear pensive. Kenyans would sympathize with him. His images would come out. Then, now Rigathi Gachagua is impeached. You remove his security. Then he attends a funeral. Rigathi Gachagua, without security, attending a funeral and is being attacked. Rigathi Gachagua is shielded by people. He's being chased by hails of stones and, of course, chairs as he heads to his car. I can assure you, the women who are there will hate Kenya Kwanza because they know for sure that Rigathi Gachagua has been kicked out by the Kenya Kwanza allies. So they're going to sympathize with Rigathi Gachagua. And this is how normally Kenyans win the support of the electorates using sympathy card. So that's number one. Rigathi Gachagua is going to take advantage of that. In fact, if William Ruto is not careful, he's not going to recover from that. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua and his allies now know what to expect. Because I think previously they'd assumed that because now they are the most popular in the mountain, nobody could attack them. That wherever they go, they will be protected by the people. That can only happen to Raila Odinga, not any other person. Not any other person. So Rigathi Gachagua went, he was attacked. Let me tell you, or let me ask you this question. Do you think Rigathi Gachagua would go to another function tomorrow? Because I'm 100% sure that Rigathi Gachagua even knew what was going to happen. Because he's a former deputy president, he still has sympathizers all over. Probably some of them briefed him. So do you want to tell me Rigathi Gachagua would tomorrow go to Embu or Meru or even Kirinyaga without laying a counter strategy, without hiring youths to protect him? Do you think Rigathi Gachagua will now not procure the services? I don't know whether he will call them brown men or men in black or whatever. Do you think he will not procure those men to protect him during his events? I'm sure in Rigathi Gachagua's convoy, moving forward, he will be attending these functions well prepared with vijana to counter, to protect him. In fact, even the voters themselves, wherever Rigathi Gachagua will go, they will go there expecting these kind of things to happen. I'm 100% sure that probably the mourners there did not expect what happened, because you could even see from the shock in their faces. So they now know what to expect. And number three, which is important for me, is that now Rigathi Gachagua will be able, and the team, to know the common enemy after this event, because these goons, their faces were actually captured live on camera. You can pinpoint huyu ni huyu, huyu ni huyu, huyu ni huyu. So it means now they'll be able to know that, okay, the people behind this is Maina Njenga, or the people behind this is Moses Kura, or the people behind this is Kimani Ichung'wah. They'll be able to know. I can assure you that based on the faces of those people. So once you know your enemy, it becomes very easy now to counter. It becomes very easy to deal with it. And lastly, I think this incident, if William Ruto and his allies did not expect, has the potential of uniting the mountain. Because Rigathi Gachagua is now their kingpin being attacked. So they can easily decide, okay, you are attacking our guy. We are not going to allow that. We are going to rally fully behind him. And that's going to be very dangerous for William Ruto, very dangerous for his allies. And let me add you a bonus. I think it's also going to provide Rigathi Gachagua with what he needs the most, propaganda tool. This is a very good propaganda tool for Rigathi Gachagua. He can use this for the entire next year, this particular attack. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.